Hello and welcome to Silver Support Expert. Are you struggling to get out of Silver? Well, I think everyone can get to Gold with just a basic knowledge of the game. However, League of Legends is very situational. There are multiple correct and wrong answers. And players are stuck in Silver because too often they choose the latter. How do you know if you chose the wrong answer? Well, you'll see this.
Enemy pentakill.
Or hear this. And going through every situation is going to be crazy. It will change depending on the team comp, position, status, and so much more. So what my channel focuses on is development in the process of decision making. Do you want to get good at decision making? Well, today I'll talk you through the basics with Alistar. Alistar is a very good champion to practice decision making. Why? It's fairly balanced offensively and defensively. It's also tanky with the ultimate and very easy to use. You'll be able to get almost full potential out of it even if you're new to this champion. However, as easy as it is, a bad decision is costly as there is no way back out for him. So you gotta be careful with your decision, which is why I recommend learning with Alistar first. I'll quickly go over Alistar's abilities. Q is a simple knockup to all nearby enemies. W dashes to the target and knocks him back. You gain 1 stack for every enemy champion, and at 5 stacks, your next auto attack stuns the target. Ultimate cleanses himself of all crowd control and reduces all damage taken. Now moving on to combo. There's Q Flash and Flash Q. Q Flash is better because you're already in animation as you flash, giving enemy less time to react. But if you're uncertain about the distance, you can do Flash Q. During Alistar's W, you can use other spells like Q. So basic combo is WQ. You simply Q while you're flying with the W. You can add Flash to that, and you can come up with Flash WQ or Flash QW. Advanced combo is W Flash Q. You want to activate E before engaging in order to build up the stacks during the airborne and stun the enemy champion again. Ultimate is your choice. If you think you may take too much damage, always ult early. If there's enemy CC which will be used immediately to stop your engage, then use it after this crowd control. First, why I chose Alistar. I always think about my team comp when I decide what support to play. Is it a team fight or solo fighters? Early or late game? Is there a frontline? Does your carries have movement abilities? Just to mention a few. You need to be aware of what kind of game your team and enemy team favors. My view for this game is enemy team have better team fight. They have Kassadin, Vayne and Ryze for late game damage with CC to back that up. But we have the early and mid game advantage. In other words, our victory condition is to win this game early. Garen and Vi are frontlines. Ashe and Anivia doesn't have any movement abilities, leaving you as support to cover that. So you have two choices here. You either go for early game and provide some escape with Thresh, or you can go for balance and provide some peel late game with Alistar. But as our victory condition is to win the game early, I would have normally went with Thresh. But for the purpose of this video, I decided to go with Alistar. How you analyze the team comp is up to you. You decide what champion to play and how you want to play it. But make sure you have a picture in mind. If you decide on it, let's set up our runes around it. As I'm a tank that can initiate with a guaranteed CC, Aftershock is fixed. I went with Demolish to speed up the game and try and finish early. Bone Plating for early game advantage. Revitalize for extra lane sustain, again early game advantage. Portal and Ingenious Hunter for faster trinket cooldown and extra eyes. Vision is important at all times, so I enjoy using these as my secondary runes. First scenario. If you were Galio, what would you do here? You can pause the video if you need more time. Galio has 2 CC that's fairly easy to pull off. However, it's Vayne CC that's crucial. For Vayne to CC, she needs the enemy to be positioned near the wall, which is what Ashe is providing. If Galio can CC Ashe, he should provide enough time for Vayne to CC chain. So engage is the correct answer here. But remember, there are multiple correct answers. Galio have multiple options: E knockup and W, flash WE, or flash hit W. Galio went for E engage, but he misses. As Alistar, what would you do here? Galio still has a CC available, but Vayne is the main damage dealer here. I need to provide time and space for Ashe to recover from CC and stop Vayne from dealing damage. WQ will provide instant CC, but it's only a single knockup. If you use them separately, however, that's a knockback plus a knockup, giving extra time and space for Ashe. Now I could have W'd first, but Vayne may not allow me to close down the distance for Q. So using the moment she walks up to deal damage onto Ashe, I Q, followed by a W. Now Galio is out of spells, and as he's a melee champion, Ashe can flash out from any fatal damage. So Ashe is alive, and she does very well here. She W's before running. I know that Ashe is alive, so I turn on to Vayne. Now you got a double kill. What do you do? Well, you look at the minimap for imminent threats. We don't know of enemy jungle's position. However, we see Kassadin in mid. Ashe is fairly healthy, and I can provide peel from Jarvan, so there are no dangers. I have Demolish, so my call is to grab a turret plating. Now I see Vayne and Galio overextended. I know they're without heal and flash. We have Ashe's ult available, so I ping for Ashe to initiate, but she doesn't follow. I ping a few times again, but she doesn't listen. At this point, you have two options. You engage onto Galio because Ashe is closer to Galio, allowing her to deal more damage, or engage onto Vayne and hope Ashe follows up on it. However, having seen Ashe's decision making, I wasn't going to take that risk, and I go for the smaller but guaranteed kill. Fast forwarding, we managed to cut Ryze on the top side. We see Jarvan and Kassadin bottom lane on my wards. So what do you do here? Our team is already grouped in the process of killing Ryze on the top side. So my call is to go for Baron. Now that we got the Baron, what do you do? We look for the nearest objectives, which is the inhibitor towers. Bot and mid lane inhibitors are gone, so super minions will be pushing in. So the correct call here is you group as a 5 and siege onto the top tower using the Baron buff. If the enemy team goes for wave clear, you can engage on the remaining enemy players, or just take the inhibitor with the Baron buff to cannon minion. So I make the call here. Unfortunately, this is where teammates make a mistake. They push in mid and bottom. But do I blame teammates for that? No. Even though sieging topside is the correct call, it becomes the wrong call as soon as teammates don't follow, and I need to pay the price for my bad decision. Now, we managed to ace enemy team. What do you do here? There is only one answer here. Remember our victory condition? Finish the game early. We have big minion wave on the top side with 40 seconds on the death timer. We can end the game here, but Ashe and Garen doesn't follow. At this point, Kassadin is at full build, an unstoppable champion. So, what is the cost of this poor decision? We get 3 inhibitors in exchange for our Nexus. So, it's not just being mechanically good that wins you games. You need to be good at decision making in order to win. I know my first video ending in a loss isn't going to leave a good impression, but this video shows how Silver players make critical mistakes without knowing, as well as importance of decisions. With the foundations in place, my future videos will involve more practical tips. So if you want to see them, please subscribe and we'll see you again. Thank you.